Yeah, hello and welcome to DeFiChain News on the 23rd of June 2021. My name is Lord Mark and I'm your host tonight. I'm really happy to be here tonight and to present you the latest and greatest of our DeFiChain blockchain project. We've got a ton of topics coming up tonight, but before we're gonna start into the topics, I would really love to present or to welcome, not to present, my co-host and friend, Daniel.
Hello.
Wow, new setup. Fantastic.
Right, new setup in the space.
In the space. We are presenting, very proud, out of the orbit, SpaceX live here. I'm not sure if you should mention Alan, right? He's not the best friend of everybody in crypto anymore. Huh?
No, for this
Okay,
it's
Blue
too late.
Origin. We are sponsored by Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos is our new best friend here. Daniel, how have you been? A week, a lot happened, right? Markets going up, going down, crazy stuff happening at the moment.
Yeah, but price is not a topic today. We are focusing here on technical progress on DeFiChain. This is
come on,
the better topic.
Let me whine a little bit about the prices. No, you're right. Okay, the price is really not the topic. If you have a long time horizon, all these things don't matter. I think we start with our favorite topic. It's like, wasn't that this movie you mentioned before, Groundhog Day? You wake up every day and it's the same again. There's a new wallet update. If you believe it or not, there was another update, 2.5.2. Is it worth mentioning after I mentioned it already?
Not really. So the node in the background was updated to 1.711. If you are not in a hurry, you have a running system, let the old wallet run.
Okay.
You can switch to the newer if you like in future.
Okay. But I tell you all the time, Daniel, it's like as soon as I see the button, I click on it and it worked like a breeze. It was fantastic. Great job to the developers out there. Thank you so much. No, everything smooth sailing, no problem this time. I think minor upgrades like you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Not a big thing. Okay, so much about the wallet. We're going to talk about wallet a little bit later in a different context. So, second topic. I leave that to you. I know that's your favorite.
Favorite?
Your favorite.
Not really favorite.
Let's talk about the Ghostbusters on DeFiChain. Let's talk about the bug bounty and bug hunting on DeFiChain.
All right. Usin posted it a few days ago. That there was another bugs were found, which are security relevant, and they are in this bounty program. So DFI were paid or will be paid for them. There's a complete Reddit post about more details from Usin. If you are interested in, have a look on Reddit. We are not explaining it here. It's all about masternode staking. So for normal users, far away from usage the app.
Super interesting. I think super important. And we're going to have some further news and talks about these things in the future. Yeah. But really, really technical. So yeah, for you guys, you're interested, you know it, you find it. Search on Reddit, articles there. Great story, but we're not going to touch that so much. We would like to talk a little bit about the next big hard fork that is upcoming. I mean, we had a big one recently. The DeFiChain got shaken up a little bit, and there was a lot of stuff was going on. I think we all felt it. Some exchanges were offline because of node upgrades and stuff. So now you're gonna say, damn it, the next fork is coming, the next upgrade. Are we gonna see the same thing happening again? Daniel, what's your opinion on that? What are we gonna, what can we look forward? What can we expect? Is it gonna be so dramatic like the last time, or is it far easier this time?
So after the hard fork is before the hard fork, right? In a UTXO system. No. If you have bigger changes on the blockchain, on the software, you need a hard fork or an update. It's It's just needed. You cannot change it without updating the underlying software. So from my feeling, it's not so critical than the last one. Yeah, the last one, we have several changes in a very deep layer on the mining algorithms, on generating the hash, difficulty adjustment, and so on. The upcoming changes are now on a higher level. So it should be not so dramatic than the last one. Fingers crossed. But I'm looking forward to it because very nice features are coming, which we all want and expect.
Exactly what we voted on and what we all expected. And I think it's gonna be. This is a massive milestone for DeFiChain, right? I mentioned it before. I said, imagine what DeFiChain as a blockchain is capable of doing, right? It's really a living ecosystem, a coin that you can use, not like other chains out there. And sorry, I don't wanna bash Cardano, but I think Cardano is a very good example, right? There's a lot of hopium, there's a lot of hope what Cardano can do maybe in the future. But on DeFiChain in a year, Daniel, I mean, there's staking is live, there's liquidity mining live, we have a decentralized exchange. So people are really using DFI as a coin or as a token on a daily basis if they take part, right? This is a working product. This is not something that we talk about that's going to be something in the next 5 years or something like this. Yeah. And now we are adding a massive milestone to it.
Yeah, and it's called decentralized loan or decentralized asset. So we are creating token with a price feed from outside, like what is $1 or what is Tesla stock,
or Amazon or Microsoft or whatever, right?
Whatever you want. Put it as a token on a blockchain. So we need a collateral in the background that the token it is worth the price it says. And then everyone can build up complete diversified portfolios on DeFiChain.
Yeah, and this is these assets are tradable, right? So you create them, you sell them, you buy them. So actually, you don't need interactive brokers or whatever service out there anymore. You can trade all these stocks, these synthetic stocks on DeFiChain. And that's a complete game changer because that means decentralized trading 7 days a week. In some way, you can kind of, if you see there's bad news coming, right, or you read something on the weekend where others can't trade, in some way you front run the stock exchange. No, it's amazing, right? So it's now trading 7 days a week. That could be, that's a massive game changer. And you don't need a centralized trading platform. It's all decentralized. Nobody can stop it. Not like the GameStop story where suddenly they pulled the plug because of liquidity or whatever. It's not going to happen. It's online and indestructible, right? And that's going to be, I think that's going to be the biggest feature that we roll out since we started. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, absolute game changer. And that's coming. A lot of stuff is implemented already, but this is then absolutely possible with the forthcoming hard fork that we're going to see most likely beginning of August or something like this. And
yeah, but just one feature.
Yeah, that's only one feature. Okay. I mean that's just for me. That's the biggest. Another one is the staking rewards. If you wanna lock up your DFI on a masternode for 5 or 10 years, what gives you 1.5 to 2 times more rewards. What's a crazy feature, right? I mean, crazy in that the way it generates dramatic income for you if you do it. And the third thing is on-chain governments. Maybe, Daniel, you can explain that very quickly, because I think that's a big thing for us as well.
Yeah, so it's another puzzle piece of the decentralization of DeFiChain. So at the moment, the voting process is not really decentralized. Yeah, we are using GitHub, is counting the votes. If it is
like in the good old times, right?
Yeah, if it is more yes than no in case of a community fund, he will send the DFI to the proposal requester. So everything is around the old DeFiChain foundation with the using and the team behind it. And in future, everything will be on the blockchain. Yeah? The master nodes will vote on chain with their master nodes. You have to make the proposal on the chain. The result will be calculated on chain with the software, and the DFI will be distributed from the algorithm, not from a person. So
exactly.
then one is
less
needed.
work for using.
Less work
for using, and completely decentralized, right? So it's irrelevant if one person hits the send button. You put a proposal up there, it gets voted on, you get your DFIs fully automated. Like it's fantastic, absolutely
unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Exactly, yeah.
If the progress is running, nobody can stop it.
It's running. So that's in the sense of decentralization absolutely necessary, right? There's no gatekeeper anymore. Fantastic. Yeah, so these are the main three long rewards for locking up your funds, your collateral. Then the tokenization, synthetic stocks, on-chain governance. These are the three big upgrades. And if people say it's going to be KuCoin and Bittrex maybe offline again because of the hard fork, it's not expected to happen. I mean, we never know, right? But it's not expected because, like Daniel explained, it's not on such a deep layer. And that should be quite smooth sailing compared to the last time. I mean, the chain is running unbelievable, stable and smooth at the moment. Mr. DeFi Analytics, I see you have a new T-shirt. I've never seen that before. Is it new?
Yeah.
Wow, good marketing, man.
A few weeks old. So I think on the last German community meetup, I had it also.
Looking good, guys. So who doesn't know Daniel's website, have a look there. All these things, block time, average block time, total value locked, all these things, he's monitoring this, and it's a fantastic tool.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Daniel is doing in his sleepless nights, I guess. And if he's not doing DeFiChain news with me. Cool. Hey, another topic we've got is maybe not, we spoke about that before. This is a topic that is not really tangible for people, I think, at the moment out there, right? Oracle service. What is that? Why do we need it? I think it's an addition to what we described about the tokenization, about putting synthetic stocks on the chain, right? You need a price feed, and the Oracle function in some way would be a price feed out of the chain. At the moment, we are getting an external feed that shows us about these values that we generate on chain. What's the real world value actually? We need the link still, right?
Yeah. So DeFiChain is the island, as always, as also the DEX. And
now we come back to the coconuts that we always mention, right?
Yeah, right. And we need information from outside, and the information is what is the value of Amazon stock, what is the gold price, and so on. And this is this Oracle function. So there's a service outside, at the moment centralized, putting the price information into the blockchain. This was implemented with the last Yunus update. But at the moment, we are not seeing it. Yeah, it's there as an information, but not usable, not visible. And now the developers are working on it and take this information for the decentralized assets.
Absolutely. And they are also building an explorer, right? Because at the moment you don't see the tickers. You don't see this is a Nasdaq feed onto the blockchain, but you don't see it, right? Yeah. So they're gonna build like a terminal. It's like on the airport where you see when the flights are leaving and coming in some way, right? It's a ticker board. It's gonna show you the prices of all these assets. These prices you can create, you can use to create your asset on the chain in later, right? And somebody wants to buy and sell, they have to have an idea what's the price, right? If you want to see it in US dollar, because on chain is gonna be in the collateral is BTC and DFI, right? So, and they are working on this explorer, and this explorer is gonna be built within the next couple of days and weeks, and then that's available. And this is another puzzle piece that we need for the synthetic stocks assets on chain. right? So Oracle function for whoever wanted to know what it is. Yeah, I think then when it's available and when the Explorer is gonna be there, it's better understandable. I think that's the main thing, right?
If you have something to see and then you recognize, okay, this is from the blockchain. This is not from the Nasdaq directly. This is not a web page. It's coming from my node. Why do my node know what is the price? Maybe then it's more clear what the Oracle is. I think it will be always a little bit abstract because, okay, there's a price.
This is going to be a super, super complex topic anyway, all these assets on the blockchain. I think there's going to be a lot of explanation needed that people really fully understand that, because now two worlds merge, right? So it's the stock market actually merging with blockchain. And how does this gonna play together, and how are these assets working with each other, against each other? So I think there's gonna be a lot of education necessary, and we're gonna try to bring a little bit more light into this topic, and gonna invite a couple of people to explain that. So that's gonna be super, super interesting. Let us continue. We've been talking about atomic swap a lot recently. What's the status there? I think first live swaps on the mainnet happened already. Can you give us a little bit an update?
Yeah, I think it was last week the first swaps were done by the developer. Maybe what is an atomic swap? It's a trade between two persons or two entities. If you want to give me some Bitcoin and get some DFI from me, so we should agree about the price, and then we will change our position. So you send me the Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain, and I send you the DFI on the DFI blockchain, or the BTC token on DFI chain. So we have to agree on the price, and then there are some steps between. So you are sending a part in a time contract, so it's locked. I cannot get it, and it must be insured, decentralized, so without a third party.
Yes, it's trustless service.
You will get the coins, and I.
Why do we need that, Daniel? Maybe that's important. Why do we need that thing? I think that's
the entry and exit of the ecosystem in future. So all the problems with the exchanges, DFI, are not available as a deposit or withdraw. Then you can leave the ecosystem over BTC. So you use the DEX or directly the interchange exchange, which is this maker-taker construct of the atomic swap in future. So you leave the ecosystem from DFI directly onto the Bitcoin blockchain in Bitcoin, and then you can use every exchange with Bitcoin. And these are all exchanges.
I think very important is to explain is that this coin doesn't penetrate something and comes out on the other side, right? Assets exist on both sides, and the ownership is exchanged over the assets. So the assets are like kind of tied together, right? But there's still a wall, so they're not passing through. But somebody holds BTC on DeFiChain, somebody has BTC outside, and they agree about swapping ownership about the asset. So that means it's in some way you bring liquidity from outside in, even if it was added before, just the ownership changes, right? And that's fantastic. You don't have to go through cake anymore. That makes the system even more decentralized and independent, and cool thing. Is it easy to do it, Daniel? Is that something what my grandma can just do between cooking Apfelstrudel and a coffee in the afternoon, or how does that work?
Nearly.
Actually, you bake Apfelstrudel. You don't cook Apfelstrudel, hopefully, no?
Right. No, it's a very early stage. Only possible via command line instructions, and we as a small team tried it last week, and we have not managed it because you have to have both wallets in your app running, which is the DeFi wallet and the Bitcoin wallet, SPV. And so in my case, I got not the SPV wallet synchronized, so I have no access to the Bitcoin part. So you have to manage this. You need the instructions mentioned on the wiki post of Usin. They are not self-explaining really so you need some technical background, what is happening, which hash is needed, and so on. So not for the normal user.
What you want to say is not that it's not working. It's quite complex, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the message.
So it is working. We saw the trades made, or the atomic swaps, not really a trade. 2 or 3 were done by the developers. We saw it here. You can make a list of all offers and if they are fulfilled or not. So you see it. But for normal users, it's not manageable.
You know, whenever I hear atomic swap, it reminds me of Star Trek, right? So like, beam me up, Scotty. It sounds really like we're teleporting stuff around the globe or something like this. Yeah, it's quite revolutionary. So I've spoken to other people from other chains, and they said, so atomic swap is one of the things they really want to achieve. This is like really like the Premier League of blockchain. This is super, super, super a complex topic. But when you master that, that's something others would love to have. So we are there. This is going to be available on the Light wallet in the future. So then it should be easier to master. No command line hacking, because that's maybe for most of us anyway not the thing how we want to do it, right?
So GUI interface, Light wallet, we have to wait. In the current full node wallet or app, it will be not available. They are now focusing on the side variant.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's gonna be, Kevin said, Daniel to the moon. I think people like our new setup. Let us know if you like it. Yeah. We redesigned after Daniel mounted his green screen in his home office. And it looks like now also in his office, like in a TV studio. So we decided we go a little bit more fancy with moving backgrounds. Let us know if you like it. If you don't like it, we are open for suggestions. Just always happy to get our feedback, to get your feedback. We are happy to get your feedback. Hey, Daniel.
Always playing with the setup, right?
Yeah. Hey, like I've got nothing else to do, right? But don't tell my wife. Right. But it's addictive. It's fun. Hey, let us talk. We touched Light Wallet already. I maybe want to say a little bit or teaser that a little bit. So I saw first screenshots of the Light Wallet this afternoon. That makes me so important, right? But we decided not to show it tonight. There's a certain reason. You know, guys, we've got the Tech Talk with Usin on every second of the month. And I think that's a really big milestone for us. And I really would like Usin to come in and present the Light Wallet. He said he would love to do that. He might also bring a developer with him. So we are working on the format, and I want to leave it to him to present it. I think he's the best possible person to do that. And then, so looking forward to it. It's going to be in about 2 weeks. And then you're going to see more of it. It looks pretty awesome. Nice interface. It's going to be a mobile wallet as well. So, it's great. It's the old wallet, like we know it, that we started to love and hate so much. Some hate it more, some love it more. It's going to be like completely story of the past. So don't worry. It's going to be great. It's an amazing update. And Daniel, we should never forget, we've got 2 more teams working on wallets here. I want to point it out. We've got our Austrian heroes who built the smart wallet. And then we've got a German team working on a browser? Is this
web wallet?
A web wallet.
It's like MetaMask.
MetaMask for DeFiChain.
For Ethereum. Yeah. And then we have a diversified wallet ecosystem.
Pick whatever you like, right? It's not like, there's only one, I have to take this. And then your competition in the ecosystem, different wallets. I think that's a good sign. That shows there's adoption. Cool. Daniel, what else? I think we are more or less done with the topics, right? Time's up as well. Let me see if there are some questions. Let me. Sorry,
You cannot show it.
I brought it up. Cardano ADA sucks. Tia, what can I say, right? So yeah, my heart beats for DeFiChain. I'm friend with a lot of projects out there, but I think for me, what's always very important, first look at the community. ADA's got a great community, but then look, can you do something with the product? And at the moment, you can't do much, right? But this is with a lot of other chains out there as well. So that's what makes me so proud about DeFiChain. Good.
Okay.
Daniel.
I think no questions.
No questions.
Maybe one hint regarding a new format.
Let us talk about that. That's awesome. May I introduce it? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have DeFiChain news every Wednesday, this format, Daniel and me, DC and me. And then we've got Tech Talk with Yusin, and that's once a month. And then we thought we need something in between, right? Not so technical, not so much updates, maybe where we can go a little bit more into the topic of the cryptoverse, into DeFiChain, maybe bring some new faces on board, make it a little bit more interesting to talk about completely different things. It can be a little bit more on topic, off topic, very casual. Don't expect presentations and stuff, but really bring new insights to the ecosystem. And so we name it Fireside Chat with Lord Mark and DC. This is the two of us here. And we spoke to a very interesting guest for our first show. We don't want to say too much, but it's gonna be, I think, a really good start of the new series. Yeah. And we're gonna do it most likely once a month.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Then we can talk on other special things around the ecosystem of DeFiChain. Have a look on special things.
Exactly.
Talk to other persons.
If you guys out there know somebody who should join the Fireside Chat, or maybe you out there want to be there because you've got an exciting story to tell, how you got into DeFiChain, maybe other topics, hey, please write us, talk to us. You might be the next guest, maybe. We are very happy to present interesting stories. I think it's about also giving a stage to other people out there. It's not only me, DC, and Yusi. There are so many people out there. If you have a good story to tell, if you want to participate, if you think it's exciting and interesting for the community, hey, very welcome. Be our guest and be one of the next Fireside Chat chatters, participants, talker, visitors, however. Cool. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like down there if you like it. Thumb up or thumb down. Share the content. Show it to your friends. Join us the next time when it's DeFiChain on Wednesday. DeFiChain news on Wednesday again. Daniel, great setup. Great t-shirt.
Thanks. Yeah. See you again next week, I think. Always with lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Lots of news. I hope you enjoyed it. And see you next week.
Always lots of news, yeah.
All news. Let's talk about the next wallet update next week.
Right.
Okay. In that sense.
Okay.
Have a great week. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.